Because we talked earlier, several of you said you didn't feel like in certain areas that you got good quality care. What did you think your options were when you weren't getting the care that you felt you needed or deserved? What could you do?
Probably could have went somewhere else, but at the time wasn't, thinking about that. So with my situation, it was more left as is, I feel like I didn't push it further.
For me, I stayed with the same doctor, and obviously I regret that very much so. But also trying to switch a doctor when you're going through something, as we've all been through, that's hard in itself. I don't want to have to go to someone just because I want to get a better feeling, better connection. I don't feel like I had a choice, but I don't think it would have been the best. All three of them were alive at the time of seeing my doctor, and as we progressed, it's just, we're already in this. Can we keep going? I mean, after three pregnancies with the same doctor, I would have kind of expected more, but there was nothing more.
Brianne, you had one provider that met your expectations and was a good provider, and then you had another experience that wasn't good. In that situation that wasn't good, what do you think your options were?
I called my family and I called my family. It's like, this is what's going on. And I called basically to vent. However, the reason why I called these certain people is because I knew that they would know what to do. So that was my option. And then I think something else that I had to find also in that little time frame, I had a relationship with my doctor, so I was okay with having that conversation, but moving over to, in this hospital, these are doctors and these are nurses. They're up here, I'm not. So can I question them? Should I question them? Because I had a relationship, so I knew I could question this doctor. Can I question this doctor? And so I think I was pushed that you are going to question this doctor. And if not, then I had people who were willing to do that for me. But that was something that I had to work through too, is like, can I question this person?
Initial reaction to that clip is that expectations work both ways. That the women, the mothers, had expectations of their caregivers. But I think the baseline expectation is that they would be given good quality care. That the doctors were looking at them as individuals with individual needs. And I don't believe that they thought, that they felt that that's what they received.
How do these women realize their options, and do they really have options? I mean, it's one thing to say maybe she should have gone to another physician, but how long would it have taken her to go into to find another physician, to get an appointment with another physician? So that whole timing thing is crucial.
So how can you be the most effective in the few minutes that you have?
I think you have to have a presence. I think the more time that you commit to that relationship that you're building, because you're building a relationship with a patient, especially a prenatal patient. If you're going to be providing OB care for her for 9 months, if you can take the time and actually spend time getting to know her, her family, her history. At the first prenatal visit, it develops a rapport and a trust with that patient that you can carry forth.
There's a concept in South Africa. It's called Ubuntu, and it says, "I am because we are, and we are because I am." That understanding, that whoever comes into this space, we are. That requires a different understanding of humanity, of work, of valuing that person that walks in the door. But I honestly believe we're at a part in our society that if we don't move back to understanding our connectedness to people and places and things, that we're doomed.
There has to be a consistent philosophy within the caregivers that says every patient matters. And I know that that's what they believe is happening, but I think this is an example that says, but it's really not. Are you really looking at individuals as individuals that have unique cares and needs? Or are you lumping them all together based on biases, based on preconceived thoughts, based on prior experiences? No, you should be able to give them that same quality care that you would want, that you expect as an individual when you walk into a doctor's office.